The Volvo C40 Recharge embodies the future of Volvo cars in many ways. It's the first Volvo model to be designed entirely in electric mode, and it'll be available online with the Simple Care package. Volvo Automobiles enters a new sector with its SUV characteristics and benefits paired with the reduced profile, and it does it with cutting-edge design and features not previously seen on Volvo cars. Is C40 an electric version of the XC40? Keep watching until the end to know more. The roof of Volvo's electric XC40 Recharge SUV has been shaped to create the more elegant 2022 C40 Recharge. It has a lot in common with the XC40 Recharge, such as its all-electric powertrain, which has two electric motors with a combined output of 402 horsepower and standard all-wheel drive. The inside is likewise comparable to that of the XC40, with innovative storage options, a high-tech Google Android-based infotainment system, and a tall seating position. According to reports, a big battery pack with 75 kilowatt-hours of useful energy storage can deliver a 225-mile driving range per charge. The C40 Recharge is leather-free and nevertheless manages to fit into the luxury small EV SUV category. When it comes to the design, the C40 Recharge looks a lot like the XC40, but it has a coupe-style roof instead of the XC40's. C40s are equipped with 20-inch 5Y-spoke graphite diamond-cut alloy wheels, high-gloss black window trim and mirror caps, and a body-colored covered grille that distinguishes it as a member of Volvo's team all-electric. Tinted rear windows, a huge fixed panoramic sunroof, and pixel LED lighting that complements the trademark Thor's hammer headlight design are all standard. The Volvo C40 Recharge has a length of 174.4 inches and a wheelbase of 106.4 inches. It's 80.1 inches wide by 62.3 inches tall, including the mirrors. According to Volvo, the C40 Recharge weighs 4,817 pounds, depending on the configuration. Performance: the all-electric engine shared by the 2022 Volvo C40 and the XC40 Recharge is the same. Two electric motors, one on each axle, powered by a 78 kilowatt battery, producing a strong output of 402 horsepower to propel the small Volvo forward. All-wheel drive is standard, of course. This is also the same arrangement found in the Polestar 2's dual motor version. The stats for the 100% electric 2022 Volvo C40 Recharge are generally good, with Volvo claiming a 0 to 60 mph time of 4.7 seconds and a top speed of 112 miles per hour. As with all Volvo automobiles, the Volvo C40 Recharge has a towing capacity of 2,000 pounds thanks to its 487 pound-feet of torque, transmission, and engine. Volvo calls the C40 variant the Recharge Twin Ultimate, which emphasizes the new trim name while simultaneously emphasizing the vehicle's all-electric heart. Two electric motors produce 402 horsepower and 487 pound-feet of torque, which are sent to all four wheels via a single-speed transmission. This is more than enough to get you moving, and while acceleration off the line isn't quite up to Tesla's standards, it's certainly adequate for the job at hand. On the highway and in traffic, getting up to speed is a pleasurable experience, and overtaking is equally so. When you stomp on the pedal from a standstill, the steering wheel wriggles as the tires battle the torque and the C40 accelerates. It's not much different than driving at a lower pace because the torque is constantly present, and if you let it, it can become addictive. The drivetrain, however, is limited to 112 miles per hour for safety concerns, according to Volvo. It's worth noting, however, that it's a little arbitrary, and a modern car can comfortably drive at high speed on a reasonable road with current stability control and all other technologies in place. Having said that, very few highways allow even 100 miles per hour by law, therefore it's a moot point. Impressions of handling and driving: a qualified driving instructor will teach students how to drive calmly and professionally, and this is a perfect car for that. Volvo cars are known for inspiring, calm, and efficient driving, and the C40 is one of the best, with a quiet drivetrain and excellent noise, vibration, and harshness control. However, as with most big vehicles, this C40 with battery weighs 4,817 pounds despite being a compact crossover. The suspension must be stiffly sprung to balance the weight. The ride is still compliant and not stiff like a sports car, but it isn't super smooth either. On a curvy road, though, that low slung weight helps keep things rooted and ensures that the tire contact is maximized for all four wheels in a curve. Again, it's not a sports vehicle, but the C40 and its power can be entertaining. With the regenerative braking system properly calibrated and driving with one pedal, the C40 shines the brightest, especially in town. It's a breeze to get used to, thanks to Volvo's great implementation of the one-pedal system and the automated brakes when going off throttle. It makes stop-start traffic easier to manage while also recharging the battery with the kinetic energy of electronic braking. Because the C40 lacks a start-stop button, you must unlock the vehicle, get inside, place your foot on the brake, then select drive to proceed. The C40 shuts off when you select park, leave the car, and lock the door. Mileage. The 2022 Volvo C40 Recharge, according to the EPA, obtains MPG equivalent numbers of 94, 80, 87 mpge on city, highway, combined cycles, and has a range of 226 miles on a single charge. In that regard, charging the battery at home via a 240-volt outlet with at least 70 amps will take about 8 hours, while a DC fast charger will take the battery from 10 to 80% in about 37 minutes, or 50 to 60 miles of range in 10 minutes. Interior. The interior of the Volvo C40 Recharge is the first in the company's lineup to be completely devoid of leather, which may conjure up visions of hard plastics and dingy materials, but this is far from the case. It's made of partially recycled microfiber and Microtech, a synthetic material that looks and feels high-end. The XC40's lofty seating position, as well as many of the features we've come to appreciate, such as the excellent infotainment system, were carried over. The C40, on the other hand, has a topography-inspired decor that is lighted to highlight the design, which pays homage to Scandinavian landscapes. Most of the cabin design is based on natural and light themes. Thus, a glass roof serves to bring in both light and the elements, creating a spacious, airy atmosphere within. Interior space and seating. The C40 is a 5-seater. You can put a tiny person in the middle of the back bench seat. The back seat has 36.1 inches of legroom, although the sloping rear roof isn't suitable for those over 6 feet. Volvo has excelled not only in terms of interior materials and ergonomics, but also in terms of storage. Because there's no transmission in the center console, Volvo has used it for storage and even a waste bin that can be filled. The C40's foundation was built with audio in mind, and an air woofer in the dash eliminates the need for a subwoofer up front, while clever engineering eliminates the requirement for speakers in the door's bottoms. Volvo, on the other hand, has exploited the space to create wonderful deep storage pockets. Features and infotainment. Volvo's feature list is fairly extensive, despite the fact that there's only one trim option. Dual-zone climate control and heated steering wheel, a 12-inch driver information display, a universal garage door opener, and an auto-dimming rear-view mirror are just a few of the features available. Heated seats are standard for all passengers, with power adjustments and memory settings for the driver in the front. Finally, there's a wireless smartphone charger conveniently situated forward of the shifter. Adaptive cruise control, pilot assist, blind spot monitoring with cross-traffic alert, and surround view camera, front, rear, and side park assist, and lane keeping assist are among the driver aids available. Traffic sign recognition and oncoming lane mitigation complete the picture. But that's it. Other than some exterior bits and bobs, there's not much else on the options list. Volvo has pledged to include Google Assistant in the C40's infotainment system, and it's a fantastic implementation. Like any other Volvo, the 9-inch portrait-style touchscreen has a lot of the standard buttons, but Google Assistant lets the driver or passenger handle non-essential services like heating, air conditioning, navigation, phone calls, and messaging using their voice. Google's popular speech recognition system will also answer common inquiries, and future over-the-air upgrades will expand it to the point where you'll be able to set the interior temperature from any Google Voice-enabled device in the house. For the time being, the feature is only available in the Volvo Cars app. That's all for today, guys. Do let us know your opinion in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.
To change your